Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Akim. It's your brother Rataza Allah from GMS London Camp. First and foremost, want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. And blessings unto the hopeful and sincere elect scattered around the four winds of the earth. Bakaya Kodash, the holy elect, Baha'a Rataza. Shalom and greetings, man. Another example. Another reason, like the apostles and elders of great millstone been saying for the longest of times, to stay away from the black woman, aka the black mamba, aka these black heifers, man. Because they have got the spirit of Satan on them, man. As the scriptures tells you in the book of Timothy's, some have turned aside to basically, roughly paraphrasing, to Satan, you know. And the nigger woman's definitely the top of that list, man. So-called Negro woman, man, which really she's a demon. And the only person she's serving, because the word woman means a servant, female servant, the only person she's serving, other than her damn self, is the so-called white man, the sugar daddy E. These so-called white people, biblically known as the Edomites, man. Going back to that Faustian bargain that she made with the devil, or the serpent in the garden, man. It's the whole reason why men are getting put to death to this day. It's because of the nigger woman, man. She was the first transgressor, man. Not the man, the woman, the one that everyone's bowing down and worshipping nowadays, man. All this vagina worship, that's going to be destroyed in these last days, man, because the Lord said, they which lead thee calls thee to earth. And this whole world is under a feminine, feminine, pussy worshipping agenda and vibration, should I say, man. And the Lord gonna put that shit to an end, man. Because the Lord's flock of his pasture is the men, starting with the elect men of Yasha Allah, Israel, the men of the Lord, basically. So you got this mum, she's not even can't even consider her a mum, she's a demon. She's sentenced to 84 years in prison after pleading guilty to killing 5-year-old daughter, man. I'm sure if you look up the story, you'll see what she did, get defeated, the inside scoop, so to speak. But just the headline alone and the look of this damn demon in the picture, you can tell that she's not all there in her mind, man. She got them demons on her, man. She's possessed, and she did what she did. Basically, doesn't even look remorseful in the face, from the looks of it. And she got her judgment, 84 years, but that's not enough, man. She's gonna be basically put to death anyway. She's gonna die in prison. More than likely, get hit with the nuclear missiles. If she even lives that long, but she's gonna be catching hell in prison anyway for killing her own child. I guarantee that, man. She's not gonna be having a good night's sleep. She's gonna be having sleepless nights in there, wondering if she's gonna get chefed, by her fellow compadres in the prisons, because she better not be in general pop. That's all I know. But what she did was just straight inhumane and all kinds of wickedness that we can't even list, man. So Jake's been doing this madness for a long time, man. Going back to the ancient world, doing all this kind of vile, wicked ass sacrifices, so to speak. Making their children to pass through the fire, and onto Molech and so on and so forth. But this is, it's all uncalled for anyway, man. The nigger woman, you black heifers out here, this is another reason why, from the apostles and elders, a great millstone, as I said, and I concur, stay away from the nigger woman, man. Stay away from these black Mamba'S, man, because they are not right in the spirit. They're deviants, and they're straight demented in the brain, man. And if you give one of these heifers a child, your child could have been next. You know what I'm saying? So this is just another pure example why the apostles say what they say, man, through the spirit. Now a man can deal with any woman that he wants to, but from experience and through the times that we're living in, you can definitely tell what type of woman you should be around, man, and shouldn't be around, man. And these black women are definitely on top of the list to stay away from. Even in the dating world, they say that the black woman, in general, is the least desired, man. you know, and there's a reason why, man, because she's a deviant, man. So anyway, she's out here to serve her own self, man. She ain't out here to serve her man, unless it's the so-called white man. So anyway, I've got this Lamentations 4 and 3. It says, even the sea monsters draw out the breast, they give suck to their young ones. It says, the daughter of my people is become cruel by the ostriches in the wilderness, man. And that's these nigga women for you, man. They become cruel, man. You know, they're just you know, desperately wicked, man. You know, among our people, man, you got the, you know, men as well that go off wicked as all hell. But these women, man, there's like a succubus for Satan, man. You know, for these demons, man, to just manifest. They're like a catalyst, man, should I say, for Satan to just manifest, man. You know, and to work through, basically, to do these demented things. And they don't think because they ain't got the mind to think. Job 39:17 tells you that the Lord, you know, didn't give these women, impart unto these women wisdom and understanding. So these dildo heads are just about as smart, you know, or got the brain cells, as you know, the brain capacity of a cashew nut, basically, in the head. You know, these women out here out their fucking minds, man. Majority of them, man. You know, it says the tongue of a suckling child cleaveth unto the roof of his mouth. For first the young children ask for bread, and no man breaketh it unto them. You know, this goes into the time of famine and, you know, the coming cannibalism and all that. You know, these women out here are going to be eating their kids, man. You know, once again, this happened in times past. Things that are written aforetime before our learning. And it's going to happen again, man. In these last days, man. These women out here, they're going to be eating their kids. Not just murdering the asses, but the times that we're coming into, man, the time of Jacob's trouble and all that, these women are going to, you know, put their kids in a pot or on a grill and start barbecuing them, man, so they can feed their bellies. And that's definitely going to be happening in these last days, because that's a punishment from the Lord. So these women are like these damn the ostriches, man, you know, and the scriptures talk about how they stomping their babies and all that. You know, they don't take care of their own, man. They don't give a, you know, flying fuck, excuse my French, about their own. You know, it's all about what their emotions and how they feel and all that. They don't really care about their little ones, man. And that goes back to the curses as well. It's Deuteronomy 28 and 56. It says, the tender and delicate woman among you, the one time in history, these women were actually tender and delicate, and not so much now. You know, virtuous women and all that. That shit's long gone, man. You know, and for that to happen right now, it's gonna take a miracle, which it's gonna happen anyway, because these women are gonna be humbled in these last days to the point where they ain't gonna have a choice but to bow down to their man or die. You know, an Israelite man at that, because, you know, you see what's going on with the conscription now. Women are being put on the bill to be drafted just like men. You know, and they're crying and whimpering and all that. But you wanted equality, right? So now you can do what a man can do. Go fight wars on the front line and die. So that's going to be definitely a form of humbling these women out here in these last days, you know, before we get into the kingdom. Because they're going to be chasing down the men of the Lord, looking for that protection, man. All that feminist talk is going to go out the damn window. It says, the tender and delicate women among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom. And I'm sure she was a single parent mother as well, so it was just her and the child, and she was probably not even feeding the child properly, and, you know, malnourishing the youth and all of these different things, being a demon. And toward her son and toward her daughter, and she murdered her own daughter, man, in cold blood. So you can tell that the nigga woman is just a heartless piece of shit, man. She doesn't deserve any remorse. You know, they need to be, you know, excommunicado. A lot of these black women out here, these black heifers. Stay away from the black Mamba'S, as I always say, man. They're just full of poison. You know. 57, it says, and toward her young one that cometh out from her between her leg or her feet, should I say, Salakia, and toward her children, which she shall bear, for she shall eat them for want of all things secretly in the siege and straitness. It says, wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gates. And this has happened in times past. It says this happened in 70 AD. You had the fortress or the area they called Masada, which the word Masada means a fortress, if I'm not mistaken. During that time, 70 AD, 68, 70 AD, and you had Jakes go up into those mountain retreats basically to stay there, and when they got through with the food and the resources that was around them, they started eating their kids, man. They started eating the remains, remains of their kids and all of that stuff, man. Started sodding their children and all that in the siege, So this has happened in times past, and it's definitely gonna happen again in these last days, man. Cannibalism is gonna be a major thing, especially in Babylon the Great in these last days, man, because there's gonna be a lack of food and resources once again, and Esau gonna starve these people out. That's part of Esau's New World Order, man. So, just a quick hit anyway, man. This is another example of why you got to stay away from these black heifers, man. Like it says in Micah 7:10, she's thine enemy, man. And the Lord's going to, keep exposing these black heifers, and then he's going to just bring forth that judgment, man. That's why Ezekiel 9:4 says what it says, man. The Lord going to kill a lot of women out here, both maids, and children and women, man. The Lord emphasizes that he'll kill a lot of women out here, both young and old, because these women ain't right, man. These women ain't right in the dome. They need to be, destroyed, basically, man. Especially these nigger women out here, because they're a bunch of wild animals right now, man. These damn heifers, man, they're bare masculine as hell. They don't even want to be subservient to their men. Talking about, I don't need a man, I want a man, and all that. Fuck the nigger woman, man. Excuse my French once again. Ezekiel 9:4, the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst of earth. And situations like that, you definitely should be sighing and crying, man, because these women ain't right in the dome. They're out here, if they're not even murdering the children, physically themselves, they're going to these damn abortion clinics, man, Planned Parenthood and all that, and it's, killing off their seeds, man, killing off the man's seed in the stomach, man. Already know that number's off the charts, man. And the nigger woman's the number one persons that goes to them damn abortion clinics, man. She's the number one. He even had this black heifer, Megan Thee Stallion, win an award for Planned Parenthood, man. She got an award for Planned Parenthood and pushing that agenda for executing black babies, man, both male and female. So the nigger woman's not right in the head, man. She's a demon. This is why the Lord gonna destroy a lot of these women out here, man. And we ain't be crying for you women out here, because there's more than enough to go around. And we don't need a nigger woman to repopulate and bring back the seed, man, in the nation of Israel, man. There's plenty of women on the earth that we can use, man. It says, and the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Yeah, so the Lord gonna kill a lot of these black heifers, man. The Lord gonna send them death angels out here, man. Since these bitches love, promoting death of their seed. It says, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. So the angels ain't gonna have no pity, man. Just because you look pretty and you got a pair of titties and an ass and a snatch, don't mean shit, man. You women are gonna get slaughtered like, the dung, like the defiled dunghills that you are, man. It's a slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. Yeah, so he says, reiterate it twice, man. Maids and women, man, young women and old women. It says, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, which is a spiritual mark, Dawah, which means an exemption from judgment. Starting with the elect, the men of the Lord. Because as I said, the flock of the Lord's pasture is the men. There's going to be women that's going to be saved as well through childbearing. But the Lord's really concentrating on the men, man. Because as I said, the men are the precious ones in these last days. These women are going to find that out. And they're the ones that maintain the seed, not the woman. It says and then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. And Slaki, and I didn't read that part. And begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. So these women are going to get slaughtered in these last days, man. And good riddance, man. Especially these Evites out here. Good riddance to the black mamba, man. Because we don't need you. You need us. But anyway, with that, we're going to close out. Give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Barak HaKodash, and Shalom to the hopeful and sincere elect. Stay away from these black Mambas, man.